I pale by comparison.
You got a feather in your cap.
I've got a feather in my cap.
Yes.
It's a hand-selected feather, by the way.
I found it.
That's what I mean.
Yes.
Hand-selected.
It's like a buzzard or something.
That's not a buzzard. It's a cookie.
Cookie.
Cookie. We love our
We
cookies.
So welcome you guys to another exciting episode of Feel It Real Fun on our 2nd of July 2021. Did you get that? I didn't even look at the iPad to get the date.
I tell you what, you just were amazing, Victoria.
Rock. Yes.
I just think about you and I just go, oh my God, she's amazing.
And it's your manifesting questions
Whoa.
answered live.
Yo, it's dark
mockery.
Mockery.
Can't see who was before that.
Well,
the first one here.
Well, kinda.
Well, it says 5, 6. But anyway,
yeah. Anyway,
I'm sure you were.
Who's not counting?
Exactly.
Stella Jim.
Hello, Stella Jim. So, go to freeneville.com.
And double, triple D.
Subscribe to the 221 email list and get a pseudo-random email every single day that you die. And then this is when 20 cuts in and goes, no, forget all that.
Yeah, forget all that. Go to easymanifesting.com,
Yeah.
right?
I'm
Get
used to
that
now.
new thing, right? Because it's really cool.
Hello, DDD
Nelson,
Chris.
yo. Oh, my
Cool.
God.
Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Oh, my God. We had 3 really cool kids sign up so far today.
Good.
That's what I say.
Ace,
Yeah,
hopefully by Turkey Day.
By Turkey Day.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
Now, if you want to find out what are they talking about when it comes
Yeah.
to turkeys, watch yesterday's show.
Yeah,
Which
you
will be
get
live
it.
on YouTube later.
Hello, DDD
What
Brian.
did we call it? What was yesterday's show called? No, that was a couple of episodes ago. Not the burp one. After the burp one. Anyway, we'll remember it.
Yesterday's
Somebody
show.
type in what yesterday's show was called.
Yeah.
Yo,
Hello,
Mary.
DDD Mary.
Tell you look awesome.
Oh,
I mean, look at her.
cool.
Look at her outfit.
Well, sorry, but I'm finding it really hard just to read the text, let alone look at then your profile picture.
Yes.
I think you got a
there
little
she
bit of
goes.
green on there, but
Oh, she
it's
looks
lovely.
all McPetrick.
What?
Yeah, like Irish.
Oh, Irish.
The green stuff.
Is she Irish?
No, it's just a green fucking dot. I have no idea. Everyone's got a green fucking dot today.
Yes.
Facebook's upgrading things. In other words, see, here's what happens. Facebook goes, right, so we want to upgrade things and see how they roll out. So they roll it out to the little brother first, which is New Zealand. Then they roll it out to the big brother, which is us. And then they roll it out to the U.S. And they figure, well, if we fuck with the New Zealand people, nobody cares, right? Now, if we fuck with the Aussies, they'll get pissed off, but they'll be polite. We'll go,
But the
oh,
US
pardon me,
have learnt their lesson."
Facebook is not being proper today, right? And then by the time it gets to you guys.
Cool. Excellent.
Anyway.
Hello, Joe, and hello,
Yo,
Sizzler.
Triple D people, yo.
He's been working on the deck with his dad, I saw him
I've
say.
been working on the railroad.
Backyard deck. Very cool.
Backyard dick. That's
and
right.
Tony, are you there? I missed
Tony.
that one.
All
Okay.
right, let's dive in because we've
and
got
for
a goodie.
refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
Oh, that too.
That
We
too.
forgot about that.
Yeah. All right. So, we're going to dive in with the first question.
That's right. My arms are so sore.
What have you been doing?
Exercising.
Well, what have you been?
I do my thing at the pool, my planking.
Oh, yes, with your thing at the pools with your resistance bands.
Yes, I'm on noodles. All right.
And your noodles.
My noodles. I play with my noodle in the pool.
That's great.
Both green ones. Bennett, yo.
Okay.
Triple D.
So the first question comes from Dream Driven Day. Mary.
Yo.
Hello. And we've titled it Manifesting Financial Freedom versus Richness. That's nice.
This is really good.
Richness of experience. Mary says, I had a stuck morning. Stuck in the muck. I'm trading a lot of my time for money.
Oh, not a fan of that.
Yeah.
Not where I come from.
I'd imagined... I had imagined financial freedom and all kinds of work shows up. And I figure it's the answer to my prayers. Oh, I'm exhausted. Yeah. While I was driving, I said to myself, wouldn't it be nice if someone took care of me for a change? Then I had a desire to go to a healthy store nearby. Got some good stuff. A lovely lady asked me if she could hold open the door for me and even followed me to my car to open that door as well. It was uncomfortable for me, but I let her give to me.
Alrighty, so let's dive in. Ready? So here's the cool thing. So this is why I always ask that tiny little question: what if you doubled your income and worked half the time, kind of thing? Because it not only shuts down the rational brain, but it also helps you notice old programming, right? Because I know you. You and I have had some chats. You've been in more than one triple D. And you've emailed me more than once in my entire life. You're one of those people, Mary, who you're obedient, right?
Obedient. Sizzler's obedient too.
Sizzler's obedient too. And so, like seriously, when I say, hey, drop us an email once in a while, once every 7 days, whatever, I'm manifestmastercourse.com, all that crap. Mary writes, right? Once in a while, at least once or twice. So, yeah, I can't remember. But I know you and I have chatted, right? And here's the thing. I get you're a hard worker. I get if you have testimonials or had testimonials or people talked about you behind your back about your business, I'd say, Mary, she goes the extra mile. She gets things done. You want someone to take care of business? Mary will do it. I know you, right? Tell me if I'm right, right? And by the way, I used to be that guy, right? Not anymore. People say, yeah, you know what? You want shit done right and you want to pay someone a lot of money for a little bit of time? That's 20, right? Because he'll go, fuck it, man. I can get this done in 4 minutes, but I'm going to charge you $500, but I'll get it done fucking right. Amen. Yeah, I'm not going to sit around and go, right. The typical, back when I did websites, $500 I'd set up a website for you. It'd take me about 2 hours, right? Some people say, that's a lot of money for 2 hours. Cool. Go to the web design guy. And then give the web design guy like $1,000, and 2 months later they still wouldn't have anything. Because the web design guy's making sure that they feel like they got their money's worth by making them wait and taking forever. But here's the thing. I'm into effective. I'm into impact. How fast can I take a bad guy's head off, right? I mean, that was my thing as a cop, right? And so, double your income, work half the time, messes the rational brain up, and gets you beyond anything that you can rationally figure out. So, that's where you get to play. Now, here's the cool thing. When you do that, you go from being numbers oriented, right? Double your income, work half the time, to richness of experience. Like for me, buying peanut butter is a richness of experience. I make friends. I buy it for strangers. I make strangers and I buy it for friends. Something like that, right? But I have fun. And this whole thing, I love. And you said to yourself, you had an imaginal experience.
Yep.
Of someone being nice and lovely and yada
Giving
yada, and
to
somebody
you.
giving to you.
Yeah.
And there's the thing: us people that work hard. All right, believe me, I'm your guy. You want me in your corner, I'll help, right? But I won't work hard. Not that guy anymore. I work very, 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 very strategically, right? Yep. Yeah, I figure where to put it. Where do I want to hit him with the hammer before I start swinging, right? So I love that you discovered richness of experience can be so simple. Obedient I am not. I know that. I've been waiting for that, right?
She's a rebel.
Yeah. Responsive is she, right? Yeah, you are, right? So obedient. Now you're a rebel, right? You got some of that in there somewhere, right? So, but here's the cool thing, right? You really get to go, right, I've learned something from that. So how can I tune it up? How can you bring the richness of experience with money and get lost? Because you'll notice in Triple D, we've got like the first half of the course is all about getting lost and confused and so on. I love it because to let the old you die and the new you emerge, it really is. It's like when you let a dog off of a leash, they go fucking nuts, right? And then they get lost and stuff and so on. Yeah, I love when Bruce and Emmett get lost in their lives in the garden. That's cool. So we're going to keep going. We're going to weave more of your
I'd just
answer
like to say a couple of things.
into Victoria.
Yes. so with Mary, I found it interesting. Like, it's so ace that you said to yourself, wouldn't it be nice if someone took care of me for a change? And how instant that was. You went to the health shop. She helped you. I find it interesting how it was uncomfortable for me. Was it because you made that mean something? Or was it just because it was a new experience, that was where the uncomfortable feeling came from? But
by the way, what's cool is you noticed it.
Yes.
Now, here's another thing.
Yeah.
If you double your income and work half the time, there are going to be uncomfortable experiences.
Yeah. New experiences. Often they can be uncomfortable.
Yeah, and it can be something as simple as like, what are they going to think whenever I make a lot of money doing a little bit, and I make a little bit while I do a lot, right? It's weird.
Yeah.
Right? So like new experience.
Yeah, good one, Mary.
And by the
Okay,
way, it wasn't
cool.
what you said to yourself. We got to nail that too. You had an imaginal experience. You may have
Yep.
said something to yourself, but I guarantee you slipped into an experience of that. And then the desire shows up.
Yep.
And more on that as we continue.
More
Anything else,
on.
Victoria?
I think that was it. But
I hope so.
yes.
Right. We
Excellent.
got a couple questions
We've got a
coming up.
lot of people showing up.
This is
There's Diamond
great.
Dave, Sully, Hope,
Triple D people.
Alice,
That's right.
Alexandra, and Alice, Sandra. There was someone else as well. Sorry, I was thinking, wow, you're all DDDers. So glad you've arrived. So
But
yeah, thank you.
and the other people that aren't DDDers, that's fine.
Yeah. Oh,
Yes.
yeah, Caitlin too. Oh, and Lisa, and look, there's Mal.
Triple D.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of people.
Triple D and Triple
Okay.
D. They're next to each other. Triple D and Triple D and Triple D.
Yeah.
All right.
All right. Thank you, Mary. Sorry, thank you, Mary, for your question. The next question is from Manifesting Mastery Jeanette. Purging and decluttering. Jeanette says, hi TTMV. I realise my thoughts and what I imagine plays a big part in how things go for me in my everyday life.
I'm going to tune that up real
Always.
quick. Ready? Your thoughts don't mean shit. Your thoughts follow. Right? A thought that is not felt produces nothing. I really want to nail that.
But what I imagine.
But yeah, what you imagine creates your thoughts, and what you imagine doesn't just play a big part. It determines everything. I mean, absolutely everything.
Yeah.
I really, yeah. I'm just sharing that because, like, yeah, you may get that. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, but I really want to make sure everybody gets that. Continue, Victoria.
Okay. I've been purging and decluttering my home. Oh, good on you. I've started and then stopped, but there's so much to go. So I'll start again. I've been purging and decluttering my home, and I came across some items that all I could do is cry because they are from my sons as children. What does Neville say about purging when it concerns items from siblings, your spouse, and children? Will you also give some suggestions and ideas about purging that perhaps helps with letting go that is less painful? I love and appreciate you both, and thank you ever so much in advance.
Cool.
Thank you, Jeanette.
I'm curious why you're getting rid of it. Like we do have a section in Triple D where we talk about declutter the nutter, which comes down to really just simplifying everything in your life. It could be something as simple as here's a business strategy. The more moving parts you have, the more shit can break. So I try to keep business strategies as simple as possible because when shit breaks, I mean, God, it's sort of like I have a buddy who used to build computer systems, and he'd buy the Windows operating system from one vendor at the computer show, he'd buy the motherboard from someone else, the case from a third vendor, the power back from a fourth.
God.
He'd buy a modem. This is back in the modem days, and he'd put the modem in,
Dude.
and then he'd get a video card from someone else, and then a monitor from someone. He bought the cheapest shit from like 15 different vendors.
God.
And when it didn't work right, it was like, wow.
It keeps getting passed around.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
not
Oh,
us.
no.
That's your video
Yeah,
card. Oh, it's
exactly.
not your not us. It's
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, versus I buy an Apple product, and with the Apple product, you can't upgrade it. You can't do nothing to it. And people say that's bad. I say no. If it stops working, I carry it into the Apple store and I sit it on the counter, and I say fix, and they fix it. It's so nice, right? So when it comes to decluttering, I'm not sure why you're doing what you're doing. I'd begin there. If there's something that you love and you want to hold on to, love and hold on to it. On the other hand, if there's something you want to let go of, like when I moved to Australia, like literally, I had two suitcases full of shit. And when I got here, I realized I should have brought less underwear and more books because books are expensive in Australia.
Underwear,
and underwear. I mean, like
save us here we come. No.
well, yeah, underwear. I mean, who cares? You can skip it, right?
You can.
Yeah, which is fun, you know. So in Australia, I tell people, I bet your mask matches your underwear. Hey, look, I'm not wearing a mask. Anyway, how are you today? Right? So we just noticed the connections people make.
Had purple rhinestone underwear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it worn inside out? Sizzle. Uh-huh. So
So the first thing actually that comes to my mind was yesterday's show again, when we brought up about nostalgically.
yes.
So it's like as you're decluttering, it doesn't have to feel just. It doesn't. Well, I'm not saying it doesn't have to feel. Yes, it might make you cry. You might feel sad, but to find an item that was your son's that really doesn't serve any purpose anymore.
For
It can
you.
be, yeah. It you can look on it nostalgically instead, but gift it to someone. Gift
Sure.
it, so that it's almost like that thing's life continues somewhere else.
To bless someone
So,
else.
yeah, so that's sort of what I think about all of that. But
You know,
yeah,
my dad has a shovel and a wheelbarrow that I would love to have, right?
Mm.
There's some other things too. But let's be honest. He lives in the old country, I live in the new country. Getting a shovel and a wheelbarrow over
and the
here,
cherry wood that he's got stored in his,
oh yeah, we can't even go there, right?
because I love my wood.
Yeah, I mean, he's got some lovely stuff. Yeah,
Yeah.
and you know, the funny thing is, like, and so I imagine, like, I know his shovel because I worked his land so much when growing up. That's back when I was a hard worker like Mary. Yeah, I'd get paid $5 if I worked hard. I'd get paid $5 if I looked at the 1974 Playboy calendar inside the tool shed.
Playboy calendar.
Ooh,
Yep.
little miss. Whoa.
Whoa.
So, uh, yeah, I personally, I was going to say, Karsten's is walking out there. Yeah, normally there's not someone walking in our garden.
Yeah,
And when I see
and
a
when you
human
see
being out
something,
there,
it's
my
like,
brain just
whoa.
goes, kill it.
Yeah.
So it's like,
He's
nope, yeah,
chucking the ball for Bruce.
yeah, he's one of ours, so we won't kill it.
Yeah.
So that's the cool thing. But yeah, definitely like that whole thing of like, can you pass it on to someone? Like I imagine all the goodies that my mom and dad have that I'll never get into this country. Because I mean, you can't get a wheelbarrow over here. They'd have to disinfect the
It
dirt
also
and
reminds me of,
fumigate the wood.
yeah,
Just
lesson 7 in Dream Driven Day is the chalkboard. And all
bam.
you Dream Driven Days will think about that. Well, remember that is what I mean. And that chalkboard had loads of meaning for 20 and I. It was when
Totally.
Jerry Amika, he came the first time for a live training, went back home. Then the next time
He
he
brought
came
his
back with
family.
his family,
Yep.
like Watts and his wife Stephanie. And when Watts was here, I would go, oh my God. Because I gave him the chalkboard, he got out the chalk, he'd grow it all over the chalkboard, but then, of course,
Then he
when it ran
kept
out, I got to
going.
go on the couch and on the post and
It was great.
everywhere. And it came to the point where I was having a little mini declutter, and I actually decided, you know what, I'm going to clean. We loved that
Oh, it was
chalkboard,
beautiful.
and we loved the memories of what Watts had done on that chalkboard,
Yep.
and the time with all the live training. It was just so special. But I decided, no, it's time for it to go. And so I cleaned it all up. Because there was loads of dust and crap on it, cleaned all the chalk, put it in a nice little plastic container. And I think I even wrote on the board, I'm free, with a big, big smiley face, and put it up on the road. And it was just so beautiful because someone came and collected it. But after they collected, I glanced down on the footpath and they'd actually drawn me a picture that said thank you with this massive heart. I was just like, oh, that is so lovely. So some special girl or boy has now got our chalkboard that had loads of loving
Yeah,
memories,
and
but
it
now
keeps
they're going to
going.
keep, yeah. So I
Beautiful.
love that too. Yeah.
What a beautiful girl's giggled thing. Because what are you
Isn't
making
it?
it mean? What are you letting?
Exactly.
What are you giving life to?
Life too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Gorgeous, babe.
So that was a goodie memory too. Okay, sorry, I didn't.
No, that
I
was
don't think
perfect.
I interrupted you.
No,
but
no,
yeah.
you didn't interrupt me.
No, I just cut in. Okay, and that was for Jeanette. Thank you so much for your question, Jeanette.
That was beautiful.
Right. The next question's from Kadra on Facebook, asking for prayer? Question mark. Kadra says, "Is it okay to ask people in the group to imagine fulfilled wishes?"
Let's stop there, and we'll do the next one.
Okay.
Cool. I tend to let about one out of every 500 of those in the group.
Yeah.
And the reason why is I don't want it to become a prayer group. I want it to become a nailing group. And so, and the ones I let in, I always just say, I'm imagining you nailing it. And there's my thing, because if you look at the typical law of attraction group, prayer group, Neville Goddard group, it's always like, hey, I chipped a nail, I'm in pain, Yeah, pain's a big one. I need help manifesting it. I want to revise it so it's unchipped. It's like, fuck, just fucking file the fucking thing. Just be done with it. But then like 700 people will like, I'm praying for you. I'm sending the white light, the Archangel Michaels and all that stuff. And it's like, oh, Jesus Christ. Right? Just what the fuck do you want? Imagine it, be done with it. I want you to nail this stuff. And so my thing always is like, I mean, well, I imagine lovingly, anybody that emails me, I imagine lovingly for. But I always imagine them nailing it because it's like, hey, I'm having a bad day again, Mr. 20. Will you imagine for me again? Because the last time you did, I felt so good. So that's why you felt good because you probably drank some whiskey and passed out, or I did.
Yeah.
Right. Right. So.
Yeah.
So there's my biggie, right? Again, I almost never let them in because it's just like, like seriously, we could have 40 a day. And is it okay to ask? I'd rather you ask technical questions or reveal a little bit about, I'm imagining this wish by doing that. I'm getting stuck. Cool. Then we can help you, and that'll help other people. So, boom.
Cool.
All right. And your next one.
Yeah, and one thing I was going to say is,
Oh, that's okay.
you're asking for people in the group to imagine fulfilled wishes. You imagine you're bigger than anything. You're bigger than everything. So it's like, so is it a bit like the pearl? Are you giving it away by thinking, well, I'll get it if other people...
Oh, that's a good one. I
Do you
didn't
know
even
what I
think
mean?
of that one today. Yeah.
So,
I like that. Though. It's the more the merrier. It's like if 50 people imagine it up, it'll get here quicker. So let me get this right. So
it's
we
just
do
like a sex party.
So it's the Domino's pizza thing, right? Where they say like, Domino's does not say good. They say hot pizza in 20 minutes or less, or it's free.
Yep.
They don't say good pizza. They say hot, right? No, let's just be clear about this. So if me and Victoria both call up and say, hey, 30 Kringle Drive, Eltham, Victoria 309, fiver pepperoni pizza with anchovies, right? If they both call, does it get here in half the time, right?
No.
Or do they go, God, it's those two fuckwits
again.
Yeah,
what do they? She doesn't trust him. Or the other way around.
True that.
It's funny. And I loved it. One day we did do that, and then we watched it. Oh, no, it wasn't that, actually.
That was the app, yeah.
Yeah, we watched on the app. It wasn't Domino's, though. I realise now it was Thai, but you can do it for Domino's as well, where you can watch the little bike or the little car go down the roads.
Well, I did it with Domino's once whenever you were on a sibling weekend or whatever.
Oh, right.
And so it shows the little Domino's car going down the road, right? And the fucker drives past the house. Right?
It's like, no.
And so the whole thing's going on, and he's got like 2 minutes. And he gets to the driveway and he keeps going. I'm like, no. And the next thing you know, it stops and it shows this little cartoon of he exits the car and he's running. And I go to the top of the driveway and sure enough, this fucker's running. Right? He's got a big smile. And all of a sudden, like he's 10 feet away from me, it goes, your next pizza's free. And I'm like, dude. He's like, oh, I tried. I'm like, you made my day, man. Like, I'm going to definitely give you some good feedbacks, right?
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
But that's cool.
That's lovely.
I love apps.
Yeah.
We should get a Sizzle app. Sizzle, what? You need an app. Yo, Terry, welcome to the show.
Hi. Right, so, and the next part, Kadra asks, and is it detrimental to the end if a looped scene, mostly Northern Gate, who remembers, I don't, is altered a little during a SATS, static into sleep session?
Here's what I notice. If you're banging through one, like Neville was working through going up the gangplank, right? Some people say, Mr. 20, you made that loopy thing up. This is right. Anyway, anyone ever read fucking Neville? I do, right? Never Goddard. So it's like every time Neville's mind wandered, he started back at the bottom of the gangplank and he got to the top. Every time he didn't make it to the top, he started over, started going up the gangplank again. And if his mind wandered, he went back, he kept going up the gangplank. And at the top, his brother handed him his daughter. That was he didn't know that was going to happen.
Yeah.
And sure enough, that's what happened, right? Which is pretty cool. So, like, my whole thing is if I've got a little scene and I end up trying to loop it a little bit, it's like, right, I'm going to try in vain to make it loop, but my brain keeps wandering all over the place because my brain's bigger than me, right? Stop it, right? So I dial it in, it's like, right, so up the gangplank, finally got to the fucking top, and the kid fuck, I didn't even know I had a kid. This is fucking cool, man. I'm looking nostalgically back at the island going, I got me a kid. Anyway, that's not Neville's story.
No.
It's not mine either.
It just went a bit loopy.
We played a game
Yes.
called Rap That Rascal.
Wrap that rascal.
Remember, Tommy's here, so we got to remember that. Hashtag Rap That Rascal, Tommy.
Joe said
So-
that initially.
No, I think I said that.
Oh, did you?
I think so. Otherwise, they're bilocated.
Wrap that rascal.
Rap That Rascal.
Yep.
All right. So I think that was good.
Okay,
Yeah,
excellent.
if it modifies itself a little bit, cool, right? But I wouldn't, like what Neville says. You haven't, like, definitely nail it. You don't like light a cigarette and go on a conversation or something like that. Find what it's gonna,
Yeah,
So
yeah.
cool, great question.
Yeah, very cool. Excellent.
And we dive into that at manifestingmasterycourse.com too. About lesson 65, I think.
I don't remember that.
Well, time for you to do it again
Okay.
on a random Tuesday.
Excellent. So that was for Kadra. Thank you very much for your question.
Kadra. Whew. She's crushing it, by the way, in the Easy Manifestings.
Oh, is she in,
EasyManifesting.com.
on easymanifesting.com? She's in that
Yeah,
ace.
she's just
very
crushing
cool.
it.
And what was Northern Gate? Do you remember?
I should. I don't offhand right now. I'm busy distracted with Karsten's. I love Karsten's.
Yeah.
Was it hair and some? I don't know.
Don't remember. Okay.
Cyan.
The next question's from Dream Driven Day Shanita. Relationship secrets. Manifesting a great relationship.
I used to have a shit relationship, but that's another story. It was actually a crap relationship, but
Yeah.
got me a good one now.
He wasn't very good then.
Sorry. Got me a good woman.
Got you a good woman. Shanita asks, what are your thoughts on relationship coaches? I used to be into them, but now I'm turned off. What advice would you give for successful relationships?
I never got into relationship coaches, I probably didn't meet the right one. Like if I did, what makes a woman hot to me, it isn't really what she does for a living, right? So,
Yeah.
all right. So I thought that was funny. Like
What
no one
she
would.
did for a living.
Yeah, or am I into relationship coaches?
Ah.
You know what I mean? Like, what do you do for a living, right? I like that kind of thing. So, but here's my thing with all that ever call me without asking first.
Without asking.
Seriously, it may fuck the video up. So we hit it pretty quick though.
Yeah.
So the whole thing with relationship coaches, right? So here's my biggie. I love Tim Ferriss and Dave Asprey and those guys. They do a lot of good work, good stuff, but they haven't bought the pearl, right? So I always have a filter up that goes like, right, where are they blaming secondary cause? Like if I want nutritional information, Dave's the guy. If I want systems information based on life system, Tim Ferriss is the guy.
Yeah.
But they both, or Gary Vee. Gary Vee's another one. Gary Vee's great at social media. The fucking guy understands the internet in ways that are just awesome.
Phenomenal, yeah.
But Gary's killing himself because he believes in hustle instead of the pearl.
Yeah.
And it's like you just got to notice where do they stop. So, and I notice a lot of relationship coaches, they get into things like, so what I want you to do is think about what is it that you don't like about Victoria? Look at her and tell her. Right? That kind of thing. It's like, right. And for some reason, we do that for 3 weeks in a row, like every night for an hour.
See ya.
And I look at her and I go, I fucking hate you. Right? Versus like, right. Yeah, I could save a lot of money and just buy some lingerie. Put lingerie on the woman I love. I look and I go, damn, look at that. Never saw a nose before. Wonder what they look like on the floor. Right?
Yeah.
So it's different. The thing, I can't wait to hear what Victoria's answer for this is because what advice would you give for successful relationships? All alone, out in front, closest to the radar. I know that's for speeders. It's like international arms treaties. The last thing, have a sense of humor. The only time I ever notice if Victoria and I, quote unquote, get in trouble with each other is where we're serious about something. And when you get serious about something, that just means you've imagined something bigger than you. And when you imagine something bigger than you, that's the cause of your happiness, and then shit hits the fan, quote unquote. And I just notice as long as one of us has a sense of humor, even if something stupid happens, like if you wake up and there's a dog puddle on the floor, Jesus fuck, right? Now if I go, if she would have let him out, yes. At 3 a.m, fuck, she sleeps too good, right? Yeah, then shit hits the fan, right? So I think that's the big thing because it's like, why did I marry her? Okay, I married you to make you wrong, right? Like I mean, I go to the dog park. I see this all the time. It's like I can tell you
Yeah.
two are a couple, and I go, why? Because you're busy making each other wrong, for fuck's sake. And I tell people this, right? So whenever you get that, you know what? I'm the source of my happiness. I can give to her because I give life to a day that I enjoy and love, and I imagine lovingly for her. But the minute I take anything way too fucking serious, like, oh, it's a minute late to start the show or whatever, it's like, fuck, man, yeah, I've just lost the whole fucking plot. Versus I get to discover a dance with her every day. So that's my short version. We're going to do a product on this, by the way.
Yeah, we've been talking about it the
So,
last couple of days, actually.
yep. Because
Yes.
we're in a good relationship. Might as well do a product on it. Yeah.
Relationship.
That's right. I'm single. I'm going to get marital today. I'm a priest. Even better. I love that one, right? Yeah, we have to do pre-Cana classes. How do you spell that?
Pre what?
Pre-Cana, right?
Cana.
Something like that. It's like before you get married, you got to do pre-Cana classes with the guy that likes altar boys.
Got ya.
Right. Anyway,
Yep.
I'm going to get in trouble for that one. I know I'll get some hate mail. And
Yeah, no, good on you, babe.
What advice would you give for successful relationships?
Well, I don't know.
Victoria's gone, put up with someone who thinks they have a sense of humor.
Yeah, even if you know they don't. Yes. I don't know, Shanita. But, sorry.
So watch me try to make something out of this. You don't know what makes a successful relationship.
I don't know how to respond. Sorry. Yeah, I think. Sorry. So for the first bit, what are your thoughts on relationship coaches? I used to be into them, but now I'm turned off. And yeah, once again, it's all about you. It's nothing. I don't know. Don't put them up on a pedestal. I'd be turned off as well, in a way.
Yes.
But
Could you imagine dating one? Seriously. Like,
a relationship coach?
Yeah, what do you do?
Yeah.
I'm a relationship coach. This is going to get fun.
Yeah.
What do you do? I'm a sales guy. I'm in the one call closing.
I know for me, that, yeah, sometimes I fall into the few times that we've had
Serious.
arguments or whatever, serious, yeah, whatever it is, a falling out or whatever. Not that, I mean, this is years ago. It hasn't really happened
Yeah.
in a long while.
Yeah,
but
absolutely. It's
it
about
would-
time.
It would.
Like
We'll
right
let you know
fucking
after
now.
the weekend. Sometimes I would and I hadn't done a lot of this work then. I'd want to be right.
Oh, that's
And
my
that's-
favorite.
yeah.
Do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? I want to be fucking right. I don't even want to be
That
right.
would be
I
my
am.
problem. Oh God! But thank God I can see it now, and I laugh about myself now.
There's the biggie
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, how I was. So.
I tell you what, it's all about relating, right? And whenever you can go, I'm goddamn nuts.
Yeah.
Somebody hashtag that, right?
I'm goddamn nuts.
Because every now and then, like I'll go down the road and some motherfucker like buzzes around me, right, by the 7-Eleven. You shouldn't pass at the 7-Eleven. There's petrol there and people there, right? And this fucker slams around me on the wrong fucking side even. It's a single lane. There's no place to pass. And he passes me right fucking there. And there's a part of me that just goes, you flick up the missile switch and you hit fire. I mean, you smoke his fucking ass, right? And it's like, oh my God, I've just lost the plot. I have gone insane. Anytime you can just notice I've gone insane and have a giggle,
Yeah.
then you go sane again.
Yeah.
But the minute you go, that motherfucker, I'm still hunting him down.
Yeah.
I still know his red joe.
Yeah, I
right?
remembered it.
Yeah. I don't remember what her name is half the time, but I got his red joe in my fucking head. I'll get him.
Yeah. Cool. Excellent.
That was excellent, Victoria.
Thank you. So that was for Shanita. Thank you very much for your question, Shanita. Then the last question today is from
Pecker
Tommy
Tommy.
to the max.
Pecker
He's
Tommy.
here.
Yep, he broke it.
Yeah, it was your fault. Manifesting to the max help. And Tommy asks,
Pecker Tommy.
all states exist, but how can I discover what qualities resonate with me? Like you did in Manifesting to the Max, I want to give life to 3 states that I can bounce around in between, but I don't know what one quality I can anchor them with. How do I discover that?
Cool. So trying to find what you resonate with is like how Tony Robbins teaches rapport, right? So Tony teaches pace, 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 lead. So in other words, they cross their legs, you cross your legs. They look up, you look up. They cross their eyes, you cross their eyes. They stick out their tongue, you stick out your tongue, right? It's fucking comical, right? So when I notice somebody doing that, I really start to fuck with them, right? Because Richard taught it differently. Richard teaches rapport like I teach law of attraction. I lead, right? Yeah, Richard goes, fuck them, right? Right?
Yes.
Yeah. They'll gain rapport with me, right? So, and here's what I mean by that, and this is why I love leading, because I just go, right, what do I want to do all day? Yeah.
Look at his puppies.
Yay, right? So I got 3 things I do all day. There's that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Husband,
look how cute he
puppy
is.
dad.
He's all curled up.
I know.
And then you guys, right? So it's like, right, okay, so I got 3 states. Again, I'm not all that smart, right? ManifestingToTheMax.com is an awesome course for people that aren't smart.
Oh, Tommy, that's us.
Hey! Yeah, Tommy needs help. Right?
Sorry. Yeah.
We really are dicks.
I know.
Yeah. Otherwise, someone would ask me for relationship advice. I'm like, fuck, man. I just find that hilarious. But anyway, so 3 things I do all day. What are my 3 main identities? I teach. Whoa, right? My 3 things: loving husband, loving teacher, loving puppy, dad. So what do I want to connect them with, right? So the whole thing of like, I like loving. I mean, loving's fun, right? Most people think I'm loving. Some people think I'm a dick. But I always say, yeah, he's a lovely guy. Yeah, at the end of the day. But then I have like loving happy, right? And it's sort of like, what's a quality loving? I like loving. What else do I want to be? Like happy, like happy, right? It's fun, right? And if you just let it be that simple, because I don't try to find something that I'm in alignment with or that resonates with me. That all goes up into the head, and it's almost like it's out there, bigger than you kind of thing, versus like I let it follow me, So, yeah. Whenever I did live trainings at the mall, I think it was one of the ones that Richard was in. So we go to the mall, we're doing shit. We bump into somebody who's an helper, right? And you can just watch they're doing all the rapport shit, and I start fucking with them. I start doing all sorts of weird shit, right? I can do shit with my body. I studied. It wasn't Roy Masters. There were these 2 people. They put out a book. It was basically how to do weird shit that normal people can't do to get your brain to work separately.
Oh yeah.
Right? Yeah, to more coordinate your
Like
brain to work separately.
Yeah,
like tap and rub the belly.
Yeah.
So I can do shit that most people can't. And so I'd notice someone like, just basically mirroring and matching me. And be like, oh, this is fucking great. The next thing you know, like they're so you're going to go into a fucking coma if you keep this up, pal. Because I'm going to go places where you can't. So anyway, yeah. So that was a miscellaneous rambling maybe. But it was good fun.
Yeah.
Right.
So, yeah, because so I'm wondering what Tommy's 3 states are.
Yep.
To be able to nail the quality or qualities that you want to link them with.
Yeah, what do you want all day?
Yeah.
I mean, like, really, it's what it comes down to. Like, I like oyster sauce. Yeah, like every night, if we're having noodles, sometimes I'll put a little oyster sauce on. Fish sauce is delightful. Fish sauce is, yeah. But not everybody likes that. So it's like, oh, you can have your vegetable without it. I mean, like, personally, I like putting fish sauce on vegetarian things and inviting vegetarians over. Then they match me. So you see how fast I'm going to be eat. Yeah, Tony Robbins.
And another thing I want to say was initially your 3 states were just had one quality of loving.
Right.
And it almost goes back to Shanita's question when I said sometimes I want to be right. And 20 was very loving. I was like, he was grumpy Bob. It's like, hang on a minute. I'm going to go loving, happy husband. And yeah, of course we did a little bit of talk around that as well. But
by the way, here's what's fun, ready?
Ace.
I'm a happy wife. Oh yeah? Are you loving?
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? Yeah, you can have so much fun with this. And that's the big thing. Because if you realize that, there's something else I want to add in, like some fresh ground pepper on vanilla ice cream, like
No,
Why not?
not on mine. You can have it.
Yep. It's,
Yeah.
it's an anchovy sundae.
Anchovy Sunday on ice cream.
Yeah, it's an anchovy
Oh,
sundae on
God.
Monday day.
Yeah. So, yeah.
All
So
right.
that was for Dream Driven Day, Tommy. Tommy to the max.
Yo, Pecker
Hope you
Tommy.
enjoyed that. Thanks for your question. And that was our last question for today.
All right. So, Victoria.
So,
What
what we
shall we
want to
do?
know is tell us what was your hashtag strawberry bet.
Yes.
What was your hashtag strawberry bet?
So the show crashes, right?
Yeah.
And so we can watch it because the thingy rang. I hit the thing. A couple minutes later, the show crashes. I set the crash in motion, right? So like that's pretty fun. So I get to notice that. But here's what's really cool. While it's saying waiting to reconnect, I'm curious what the fucker saved, right? Because I'm sitting there going, what the fuck, right, Victoria? Whatever, right? Whatever, right? Right?
Yeah.
So of course I'm in the state of right. I want to be right. Right?
Yeah.
Facebook's fucking wrong. I want to be right. And Victoria goes, why don't you just hit the button and we'll start up again? And I go, I think that's a good idea. Oh, I'm right.
Yeah.
Bang.
I'm right because I think it's a good idea.
That's right.
Cool.
So, which brings us right back to the whole relationship thing. It's like I could have got grumpy, you could have got grumpy. Well, 20, maybe you should tell people. And then the show comes back and we're like bashing each other. It's like yeah. But anyway, yeah, that whole thing, it all comes back to that whole thing. The couple at the dog park, it's like I can tell you guys are a couple. Why? Because you make each other wrong all the time. Just like, don't do that.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, like really, yeah, talk about that was just a lovely couple in action, while they were gone, Pecker Tommying, whatever. So,
Pecker Tommy.
Yes. And what was yours, Victoria?
Well, sounds a bit selfish, but I like that I was able to contribute something to each question today.
Well, you always
Instead of
contribute.
sit back. Well, sometimes.
Sometimes you chill more.
Sometimes I'm a bit quiet, yes.
That's all right.
But it was nice to feel like I was able to contribute a bit.
It was nice to feel like it. It was nice that I did, and nice that I feel like I did.
Sorry. So that was my hashtag strawberry bit. Loved all the questions. Probably one thing was that thing of nostalgia, because when we were talking about it yesterday.
Yeah, we're talking about that after the show.
It was so perfect for I think Jeanette maybe was purging. Someone was purging.
Yes.
And remembering the chalkboard, and it felt like that as well. Just like that feeling of nostalgia really nails something, I reckon. So.
I agree. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not a simple emotion with an opposite. So many people go, I
Yeah.
want to go from happy to sad, from angry
Yeah.
to loving. It's like,
And it's not sad necessarily.
but
nostalgia.
nostalgia being complex.
Yeah.
Is there something that's simply the opposite of it? Not that I can tell, but it gives.
Yeah.
Nostalgia just get like in any moment. Like seriously, yeah, I'll go back to the relationship thing real quick. If either one of us gets serious, if we just get nostalgic, there's your antidote, right? Because it just brings back something lovely, Like remember the time we cooked meat on a shovel in the fire?
Yep. I remember that. Let's char grill some steak on our spade.
That's right. Steak on the spade.
Yeah. Excellent.
Lisa Ann says it is fabulous seeing and hearing you, Victoria.
Thank you, Lisa. That's lovely.
I like seeing her too.
Yeah, and Amber likes that nostalgia as well. Yeah, I really love that.
Hoo-ha.
All right. So that was our hashtag strawberry bits.
Now, if you're just tuning in, make sure you watch each halves of both shows today.
Yeah. Until we join them up.
Yeah, then
and
you can
feel
watch
it real
each half
fun.
of both shows together all at once.
Yes.
That's right.
So while you type in your hashtag strawberry bits, go to freeneville.com.
Or you can just skip that and go to easymanifesting.com. Sign up and enjoy. And do all the assignments, right? They're not long, but I'd say we always find those who play more get more. Something like that. That's right.
Okay. Join our 90-day adventure at manifestingmasterycourse.com.
Yep, $97, 90 days. Or if you want to be like Pecker, Tommy, manifesting to the max.com.
And for refunds, visit our YouTube channel, feelitrealfun.com.
That's right.
Lots of .coms in there. Wow. Playmates get more.
Yes, play more, get more. Playmates get more too. I like that one. You're my playmate, Victoria.
Cool. All right, you guys.
Have a lovely day.
Night. Weekend.
I'm gonna order food and then go to the pool.
Oh, nice.
Pool.
Pool.
That's right.
Okay, cool.
Cool.
Excellent. See you guys.
Bye, guys. Later.